Contractors, this is the reason why you're not closing deals. Let's talk about it. I want to kind of share what really goes behind the scenes in sales, right? If you're a contractor, if you are a contractor that has a sales team, sales manager, every salesperson has gone through this. And these are the three main challenges why you're not closing deals, right? Why you're not closing the contracts, right? Number one, your price is wrong. It's either too high or too low. What happens when it's too low? When you're too low, those are the biggest red flags that a homeowner says, you're too low. You'll probably cover the material. I don't know if you cover the labor and the container. So they're questioning, why did we get 3 other quotes from other people and they were kind of up here and you're so excessively low. Definitely it's a red flag for homeowners, and so they will not go with you because they're thinking, he's probably gonna cut corners. He's probably going to give me generic materials. He's probably not going to do everything that he said he was going to do. You know something? I'm not going to go with him. Number one of that is that you're too high. You're excessively high. So I have one of my competitors in my area. Nice guy, nice company. Can't speak bad about him, but they're excessively high. They're in a different level. I guess their overhead is so high, so they charge excessively high. Some people have said that they're twice as much than my price. When you're that high, clients are not gonna go with you unless it's a full project where you're doing the roof, the windows, the siding, the gutters, and you are gonna manage the whole project, and you have a specific project manager to take on that whole project, right? From start to finish, to design, to execution, and they'll go and they'll pay you that top dollar, right? But when you're just doing regular roofing and siding, they're not gonna pay for that, right? Too high or too low. So those are big red flags in between. Generally, people that are in between that sweet spot are generally gonna get the jobs. But if your job is too low, you're not gonna get it. And if you go too low, and it's happened to me as a young contractor, I've gone too low, didn't know my numbers correctly, and you know what I had to do? Do the job, lose money, but I sacrificed my reputation because I honored the contract, right? So I did it no matter what. I said, man, I didn't even cover the cost, and I didn't make a dollar, I didn't make a profit. I barely covered the cost, and I said, but I did the job, right? And then so in that, as a young contractor, I achieved what? Let me just get a good review because I did a good job, right? But I learned that nobody's in business to just cover the cost. They're in business to make a profit, right? Number two, your follow-up process sucks. I said it. This is probably the biggest kryptonite that all salespeople have. Following up. Everybody calls it follow-up Friday. You will find out in corporate worlds or people that are in sales, they want to close one at the last of the month. You'll see them like that last week. They're calling everybody up, or Fridays, follow-up Fridays. So they'll follow up on Fridays and they'll try to stay consistent every Friday. They'll follow up with their clients. But generally what happens is that when you're not following up with your client, you're showing disinterest in their project. When a contractor is showing disinterest in that client, the client says, well, you know, this guy's been calling me like 5 times. I'm gonna go with that guy versus a guy that I kind of wanted to go with, but I don't think he wants a job. He hasn't shown no interest. He hasn't emailed me. He hasn't followed up. He hasn't texted me or anything. Just in case they said, you know something, can you add doors? Can you replace some doors and windows for me and add that in the price? And then you wait about 2 weeks to respond to them and give them a price. That is definitely another red flag for follow-ups. So guess what? You're probably not going to be able to close that job. They're going to give it to somebody else because whoever the client gets attention from is generally going to go with that contractor, right? Because they're showing, oh, they're interested. I want to close that job. I want to do the project. I want to be in front of that project. So guess what? They're going to be able to close that job. If you're not following up, guess what? You're getting the letter F. You're failing. Number 3, let's just call it aggressiveness, right? You may be too aggressive, right? You may be too aggressive and you may just like This is the price. This is the price for the roof. This is the price for the siding. This is the price for the flooring. You know something? We're gonna sign that. This is the price for all the plumbing and the HVAC system. Sign right here. Sign right here on the dotted lines. Please sign right here. You can do. I'll give you $1,000 off right now. Just sign. Just sign. Too aggressive. The flip side to that is you're not aggressive enough, right? So when you're not aggressive enough and you're just lay back and relax, you're not going to close the job. I'm not saying to be so aggressive, but you want to show interest in the job, right? You want to show interest in the job. You know, I've been in business now 20 years, right? Slowly growing my business and stuff. And I have bought cars, and I think there's some good car salespeople out there, don't get me wrong. In the industry, there's some good people, good, honest people and stuff. But the majority has been very, very aggressive. They are definitely alphas. They're in your face. Sign the deal. Let's go. Sign and drive. I don't need nothing. And they want you to sign the contract now. I hate that approach. We don't have that approach in my business. I don't want no one to have that approach because I don't like it myself. And I know that homeowners don't like it, right? They don't want to be forced or shove food down their throat. Take this, you know. No, they want to go through the process. They want to know their materials. They know what they were going to get, their warranties, what their expectation from our company, and then be able to sign the contract and then, you know, perform the work, right? I hate that. I get turned off automatically when somebody is so super aggressive. Now, the other flip side to that is I also get turned off when the person is a little lax or a little lazy and not showing really interest. So I'll feel like, you know something, let me speak to somebody else. Thank you. And I'll go to somebody else. So you have to find that medium balance in being aggressive and not being so aggressive, and come into the middle, because you want to show, as a salesperson, that you want to show you're interested in doing that job. I always ask for the people for the job. I always tell the people I would love to feature them on my YouTube. And some people decline, and some people say, you know something, I'm for it. I want to be on your YouTube channel. So this is the bonus round, right? Like we call it, free baseball, 10th inning. I think in the bonus, it would be that you don't connect with people. You fail to make that connection with somebody. Since you don't make that connection with somebody, they feel disinterested in the project that you're gonna estimate for them. So people will say, you know something, no. I always like to make connection with people. I'm a Yankees fan, diehard Yankees fan, right? Whether you're a Boston Red Sox fan, whether you're a Mets fan, a Braves fan, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna make a connection with you through baseball. I'm gonna make a connection through fishing. I love fishing. Plenty of kids have a dog. So you have to be able to be, you know, a little open. Be yourself, you know, as a salesperson, don't be scripted. Be yourself, be genuine, and you will make that connection with your future prospect or client and be able to close that job, right? If you're not genuine, I'm gonna tell you, they're gonna see you right through you, and they're saying, no, he's not confident enough, she's not confident enough, we're not going with them. So there you have it, guys. I hope this information was of value to you, especially for the young salespeople that are out there. Honesty is always the best policy. If something goes wrong, make right, own up to it, take care of it. And in sales, you're gonna make mistakes, but you're gonna learn. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, to turn on the campanita. And once we hit 3,000 subscribers, we're giving a free roof and a free James Hardy siding. Keep watching.